Hello and welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, to Psionic Aftermath's Friday Night Clan War. We are about to go live, getting map vetoes underway.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get rid of Vonnie, Echo, Habitation, and Newkirk.
The first match, I believe, is going to be of a PvZ. Protoss versus Zerg versus Diet Monster versus Winray. And Winray is actually a Master 2 player, so Diet Monster requested to go first. But, you know, who knows what he can do. I'm not going to underestimate his skill, but
Well, Passion, what do you think about Diet Monster?
I haven't seen him play too much. I did see him playing at Clan War once and he won, so I mean he can definitely pull his weight. It's not like I don't think I don't think like the nerves or anything of playing in a Clan War getting streamed really gets to him.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I had heard talk all week in the forums about Diet Monster performing an all kill tonight. So I hope that that might happen.
Mhm.
So a best of 11 kill all.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have 6 players, 6v6, 3 diamonds, 3 masters.
All right, Overgrowth and Whirlwind are the last two vetoes.
So what does that leave? Uh,
We've eliminated Vonnie, Echo,
Daybreak.
Newkirk,
It leaves Daybreak.
Habitation, Statham, Dating Map.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start off on a PvZ on Daybreak.
What do you think about a PVZ on Daybreak, Passion?
Uh, I don't. I have no idea because I play Terran. But I believe we'll probably see a very nice macro game, since Daybreak is kind of good for macro. Like the third is kind of tucked away on the opposite side of the map from your opponent.
So our Protoss player has chosen teal, and our Zerg player has chosen blue.
Mm-hmm.
The races have been locked in.
Alrighty,
Countdown has started.
let's do this.
Passion, I've been waiting all week for this.
Hell yeah, me too, man.
All right, our master Zerg player.
Yeah. I'm thinking Protoss is probably gonna try some type of cheese. I mean, that's what I would do
Yeah.
if I
So
was
this
him.
is the map that I played. And I ended up. I'm a random player. I ended up rolling P, and I got cannon rushed. I didn't lose immediately from the cannon rush, but the economic damage was enough to
Right.
end my game in the clan war match last week.
Are you talking
So
about for the Chobo Team League?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I got cannon rushed and it did a lot of damage, and I definitely was able to hold on for a while, but the economic damage was definitely too much, and my opponent overcame.
Yeah, cannon rushes are pretty popular in PvP, at least on the ladder, I know.
I honestly
I
didn't
hear about
expect
that
it
all the
because
time.
I've been playing for quite a while on the ladder and have not been on the receiving end of very many cannon rush.
I even get cannon rushed as Terran every now and then, but it's if you know how to stop it. I mean, basically just have to target fire the cannons as they go up, because you never go for the pylons because um, the pylons have like more health or something, and you can almost always get a
Definitely.
surround on the cannons unless they like really think about their positioning and get it to where like you can't really get a surround on it. Then it sucks. But if you're Terran, you can just float.
Definitely. All right, well, we're in the game patches, so
Yes, we are.
I'm excited about this. Let's introduce our players. Spawning in the bottom left, we have our teal Protoss. This is the diamond player from Team Psionic Aftermath, Diet Monster.
All right. And in the top right, we have the Zerg player from Team Horizon. His name is Windray. Looks like he's going for a fast expand hatch first. Gateway into cast from the Protoss, sending a probe to scout.
Definitely. And someone's asking who's casting. This is Passion and Augie from Team Psionic Aftermath.
Right. Yes. Yes, sir. Protoss gonna go ahead and throw down their Nexus, so not too cheesy.
And, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Pretty standard play here. We got the Zerg going full gas, and probably is just gonna go for that speed early on. Cybernetics core down, as well as the expansion for the Protoss, feeling pretty comfortable building that wall.
Yep, probably will be able to get the wall up since there's not an early pull or anything coming, since it was a hatch first from the Zerg. I wonder if he'll start with a Stargate. I know that's pretty popular in PvZ. It's pretty much standard to start with a Stargate, isn't it?
You know, I think that Stargate is a pretty safe build in ZV or PvZ, and you can always transition right into the robo if you need to. It's not really too much of an investment that it would throw your game off.
Yeah, I think it's standard because like there are no Zerg units that shoot up in the early game. I mean, the earliest thing is the Hydra, unless you get Overlord drop speed and you carry a Queen over.
Right. Well,
you know?
I think a lot of really good Zerg players are able to use the corrosive bile and take things out.
Oh yeah.
But I'm definitely not. You know, I'm not the Ravager. I rarely morph my Ravager because I typically go into either just mass Queen for anti-air and upgrade my missile, or I go to Hydra. But we don't have that Stargate down, and instead there's a Twilight Council, which indicates that he's probably going to either go fast Archon or go some fast tech like Blink or Fast Zealot, which is definitely I like Fast Zealot versus Zerg, especially when they start pumping out speedlings and you have a bunch of Zealots. It's great. Yeah,
I could see that. Zergs love their speedlings. That's why I've started to open Battalions in TVZ.
Okay, the Zerg comes scouts, the Adepts, and the
oh yeah, he's
right.
Yeah, let's see the Twilight Council.
Zerg on the other side of the map, the probe goes, sees the expansion, but doesn't give it much further than the ramp. So it looks like our creep spread is about to get started for our Hazard player Windray. And his third is now complete, so he's going to start saturating the third from the workers, but he still has 19 over 16 at his natural, so I think he gets in a few more down. But it looks like he's probably going to save
Getting his lair, just started the lair up in his main.
And the Zerg player is actually going to throw down some blind spores, which is always a good idea because whether you're gonna, I think having one blind spore per base is
Oh
really
yeah,
good idea.
definitely
You
worth
never
it.
know.
Because it can help versus air units like oracles and also DTs.
Right.
We have a shrine, a DT shrine up, and a warp prism coming out from the Protoss. A couple of gateways. Looks like he's going to be going for a DT drop. He also is getting his adept speed upgrade. The resonating glaives. Going to throw down his third as well, so it's not really an all-in.
Yeah.
He'll probably be able to do some decent damage.
Yeah, those adepts are definitely working on those drones. That was a good move. I really like that. Looks like we had 7 drones go down.
So right now all he has is speedlings, and speedlings aren't very good versus DTs and adepts, but
Right. He's got 28 speedlings. The worker count is actually fairly even. 48 workers for our Protoss versus 49 for our Zerg player. So the on the other end of the map, though, we really only have 4 adepts on the side. So Diet Monster does not have a very big army at this point. But
oh, he's gonna morph him. He's gonna morph him into Archons.
Right. I think that's the way to go too. If
Yeah.
you can get the Archons and do the Archon drop, clear the creep, kill as many workers as possible. That's definitely a good way to go. And if you can get that observer over there, it's really coming up. Using that observer, good micro, taking out some things.
Yeah.
Keeping that Archon. Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that was
Miss micro there, could have picked it up, but
yeah, I think he could pick that one up too. So those lings are gonna clean up these adepts, and you know, it's a trade at this point. It's not necessarily in anyone's favor, I think, at this point. But the defense is definitely holding very strong, and
yeah, very good.
Windray is now going to push over to the Protoss side of the map, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, with double the army supply, he might be able to get something done here. His Protoss is starting with a wall here with gateways. Some pylon overcharges going down. It's going to deter him from attacking.
Yeah, so he gets pushed back, and he's just going to build up a bit stronger of a force before he tries again.
Looks like Diet Monster is opting to go for some Void Rays. He's going to be chrono boosting Void Rays out. Also getting his +1 upgrades for his ground attack units. +1 attack for his ground units. Adding more gateways. Let's see, he's going to be up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gateways.
And our Zerg player is now working on level 2 of both melee and Carapace, with the Baneling speed being researched as well. And his saturation is really good. I love it. He has 3 fully saturated bases. On the other side of the map, our Protoss player also has 3 fully saturated bases, and now he's making his push. DT's at the front. We could
yeah, nice.
Definitely, I think that was a good,
really good trade for the Zerg, yeah. But additional warpins here. There are no more Banelings, so he has to pull back.
Yeah, I don't know if Diet Monster is ready to push. I definitely would have liked to see one more warpin before the push.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But it's but you know, he still has a force, so it's not game over for either player at this point. And 63 probes to 58 drones. Looks like our Protoss player has a slight economic advantage at this point, but the 4th is now up for Windray down in the corner.
Yes, it is. Workers, actually, the Protoss is ahead on workers.
Right,
by
63
5.
to 58.
Yeah, the eco is doing pretty
good.
fair here. He's got plenty of
All right, so
production, plenty of eco. I mean, it's anyone's game still. It's just going to come down to the micro battles, I
definitely
believe.
lots of banelings morphing in up here. Charming ends up Adam march right into
Yeah.
I like this right now.
Yeah, he needs zealots.
River Tier basically just gave away his
Wow.
hope, and this is not looking very good.
Yeah, there was way too many banelings.
Trying to do some fancy micro there on the Immortals, but ends up
Yeah.
losing the prism with
Yeah.
both of them inside.
So, well, he has no banelings left, and he just warped in a ton of adepts. That's what he has going for him. He can warp in a ton of adepts on demand.
Right, a 5th going down now for this player.
I think the Protoss. Oh yeah, for a faster rally. Yeah, I think the Protoss should mix in just a few zealots to help tank the banelings.
Right.
I don't know what else. What other?
I agree with you.
Answer
I
he would have.
Agree. I think Immortal and what you're saying, zealots are definitely the way to go against banelings. And upgrading shields, honestly. Upgrading shields is the way to go.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna start chrono boosting carriers out now, which is pretty popular in PvZ, I believe. But I mean, the Zerg's already got a nice number of Hydras.
Right,
So,
and a fourth is going down for Diet Monster.
Right, but it's scouted immediately by the Zergling.
Oh yeah, no, this is not a good situation right here. A bunch of adepts.
The Zerg hasn't scouted. The Zerg hasn't scouted the carriers, but he's already gotten his +1 attack for ranged units. So it's almost like he's anticipating carriers.
So those adepts get surrounded, picked off very quickly. That pylon's about to go down. This base definitely is gonna have to be canceled.
Yeah.
No cancel.
Carrier's gonna go down.
Carrier goes down. Oh, this is not good. But you know, I would definitely say the Zerg is gonna pull back. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. He's pulling back.
I definitely don't know if two Stargates and one of them is not even being used is enough to really go carrier. When I go carrier, I definitely like to have at least 4 Stargates.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a huge economy. And you'd want to try and hide it as long as possible and mass up a little bit. He kind of just moved his one carrier out and revealed that he was going carriers, and then just lost it for nothing.
But you know, it was definitely not a bad game in the beginning. Went very well for Diet Monster. I think.
Yeah.
He is a diamond player going up against a master, so that's something to consider.
He's a little bit out of his league, but he still performed pretty well. So, all right. So Windray will take the first game, putting the score at 1-0 for Horizon. All right. Just give us a moment here to get the next match set up.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked to see a little bit better micro on those Archons in the beginning, getting those home in order to push out with the army later on, not losing them right away. And then also, like you're saying, just upgrading speed to get those Zealots going would have gone a long way in making sure that he could defend his home and just push out with a bigger tech force.
Yeah. Just hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we're just trying to get our next players in the party and get the next matchup started. Oh,
Looks like Void Runner is going to come out next. So
okay.
we'll have a TVP. Alright, it's going to be on Overgrowth.
Okay. TVP on Overgrowth. So you said you're a Terran player, huh?
Yep. Yeah. Only reason I picked Terran was because like I started with the campaign way back when StarCraft 2 first came out, and I mean, so when I jumped into multiplayer, I just stuck with what I was familiar with.
All right. So what do we have here? A diamond player. Oh no,
Oh no,
you're the
that's
diamond
me.
player.
Yeah, let me move him back into the spot. Okay, so it's a TVZ. Yeah, he's gonna be a master.
Master versus master here.
Mhm.
We've got a Void Runner, Terran player, choosing red, and then we've got Windray, who's a Zerg player, choosing blue.
Mhm. All right, everybody's ready. Let's do this.
Countdown has begun. Okay, so as a Terran, what do you think about a TVZ on this map?
Oh, this is a great map for TVZ. TVZ, I think, is like one of the probably the best matchup to watch, and my favorite matchup to play, personally.
All right. So
Macro games.
I'll let you go ahead and do the first introduction.
All right, in the top left here, we have the Red Terran from Psionic Aftermath. His name is Void Runner. And
All
you
right.
want to take it off?
And down in the bottom left corner. For Team Horizon, we have our blue Zerg, Windred. Oh man, here
So
it goes.
two master players. It should be a more even match.
Definitely, and I've seen Void Runner, and he nearly pulled off a reverse Hulk kill last week.
Right.
So
yeah.
he's a
He's
very
quite
good player,
Yeah.
and definitely play that I am gonna enjoy watching today. I'm sure. Okay, that drone scout gets off early in the base of Void Runner, sees that the gas is full. There's 3 gases down. The barracks being built. It's gonna just go right back to its home, and the expansion going down for Windray now, with his own spawning pool and gas being constructed as well.
Mm-hmm. Terran's kind of saving up his gas a little bit.
Yeah, he just put down that expansion, which was scouted immediately by Windray, and it's going to get harassed by that drone now. So there's going to be a second SEV coming down to give some help. Gonna chase that guy away.
I'm surprised Terran didn't go for a Reaper or something before his reactor. Usually Terrans like to get a Reaper out to do a little bit of drone harass and some scouting.
You're right, but that is not the case this time, and instead that reactor just finishes up and he immediately begins 2 Marines.
Also dropping down his factory and barracks.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get supply blocked for a moment, though, just until that supply depot gets finished.
Right. Adding his second gas as well. Looks like he's going to be going for just lots of units, lots of early units.
Alright, and our first 2 queens pop out for the Zerg player. Speed for the Zerglings is about halfway done. And no gas right now. He basically just used his gas to get that speed going, and then he went straight into minerals. So this, and he puts down that third. This definitely looks, very Zergling heavy play in the beginning, at least.
Yeah. Lots of Zergs like to do this, where they just rely on queens, Zerglings, and like spores and spines to defend while they drone up at the same time. So adding his second gas at the natural now.
So this Overlord is going to scout the starport and then go down immediately up at the Terran base. Okay, that starport is going to lift up, probably going to land right on top of this reactor, and the factory is going to move. So, what do you think is going to come out of this starport? 2 medevacs.
Like 2 medevacs, yeah. So it looks like kind of a 2-1-1, except it just wasn't executed perfectly. Perhaps an alteration. Looks like he's going to be getting a mine too.
Yeah, and I really like this Overlord play by Windray. Even though he doesn't have Overlord speed, he's fanning his Overlords out down at his section.
Yeah.
It looks like he's getting ready for the drop. He knows that, a drop could be coming, and he wants to just see where it might be. But those medevacs look like they're just going to pass by that Overlord vision without the Overlord seeing it.
Yeah, but I have to say, the 2-1-1 and the 5-minute stim marine drop timing is so popular in TVZ, like almost every Zerg automatically expects it. Even if they don't scout, that's the build they expect. But it looks like he doesn't see it at all in the Zerglings. Okay.
No, they're looking for it. You're right, he's looking for it, but okay, that is going to get in there.
He doesn't have stim yet. His stim is
those
a little
mines
bit late.
are going to get beautiful hit by those mines on that.
Oh, nice.
That was good. But looks like he is going to get pushed back, so it's not really going to matter at this point.
Yeah, stim wasn't completely ready at that exact moment. It was just a couple seconds late. But the idea of this double stim marine drop is just to kill off creep and make this Zerg build units. You don't really need to do damage because you can easily just pick up and fly away anytime the Zerglings come at you. So you're just looking around trying to find damage, keeping the Zerg occupied.
Alright, that mine's gonna go down now.
Yeah, Zerg has gotten some detection there with the Spore Crawler for the mines.
So it looks like 1-1 for the Zerg is about to finish up here in the Roach Corn as well.
Right, and +1 attack here for the Marines. About to finish. Very nice trading there with the Marines versus the Zerg.
Yeah, I definitely like those trades. Those were good for sure.
Yeah. Units
but
lost.
now we have 3 fully saturated bases for the Zerg,
right? Terran's got his 3rd almost up at the natural. He's gonna float that over. Just keeping the Zerg occupied, trading with the Zerglings, forcing out more Zerglings, keeping the Zerg from building too many drones. So very nice. This is exactly what you want to be doing with the Stim Marines.
Yeah, 20 workers there in the base of Void Runner, so it'd be good for him to get that 3rd up.
Yeah. And he's a little undersaturated. Oh, okay, that's because he's building so many buildings at once. I was going to say you could transfer them some to the main, but...
So this army is now a Zergling Roach mix composition with 1-1 for the Zerglings and 0-1 for the Roaches.
So usually with Terran, when you fight against Roaches, you want to get some tanks. I wonder if Void's going to be doing that.
Yeah, instead we've just got a lot of Marines and Medivacs streaming across the map.
Yep.
I see these are starting to mine there at that 3rd base, but the orbital is not yet floating over there.
Ravagers are out now.
Yeah, see, those Ravagers are another way, like we were saying earlier, to take out the air, and they're really good at taking out Medivacs that are just following alongside the Marines. Alright, a Liberator about to pop out here. We'll see what that's going to be used for. That 3rd orbital finally making its way over, but right as the Zerg start coming.
Yeah, Zerg's going to scout that.
And Zerg 4th is down and nearly finished as well. And he didn't take that 4th on the side of the map. He went ahead and started taking it as the middle expands.
Yeah.
That's definitely a confident play.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be... he probably wants to do that for faster reinforcements. He might be thinking about trying to pressure the 3rd, and that way he could reinforce faster from that hatchery.
Alright. Marine Marauder 1-1. On the other side of the map, we've got 2-2 done now for our Zerglings and 0-2 for our Roach Ravager.
Yeah, fortunately for the Terran, he doesn't have too many Zerglings, so the upgrades aren't going to play too much of a factor. Since the 2 is on his Zerglings instead of it's right. It's on the melee instead of the range.
Right, so right there, Void Runner just picked up half of his force. I don't know if he meant to do that or if that's... it looks like he's going to go for a drop.
He's going to split his army up a little bit. Going for a drop while also pressuring this 4th here, I think. Yeah.
Alright, and then he's going to go ahead and hit that 4th base. Windray, it's going to go right down. Looks like he's going to try and take it out completely.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't quite instead he picks everything up, walks away. It looks like he's going to take that force down and start working on the drones down at that bottom base.
Yeah, and at the same time there was a Zergling run by at the 3rd killing some SCVs at Terran's 3rd.
We've got 57 workers for the Zerg versus 43 for the Terran at this point. How important is it to maintain an even worker count for the Zerg in a TVZ?
Well, Terran's always going to be a little bit behind, but that's okay because of mules. So the income should be fairly even still. Maybe the Terran's a little bit behind. I think Zerg got the better hand of the trade there.
Yeah, the army
work the trick.
advantage. The army advantage in Zerg's favor as he moves across the map. This strong Roach Ravager and very few Lings, which I think is a very interesting choice. He does have one now, so he's a 1-2 missile upgrade force at this point. Those Zerglings are going to get shredded immediately. They're going to go down. Some medivacs go down as well from those corrosive files. And then the tanks end up pushing the force back for now.
The hard thing about Ravagers is that you have to constantly be moving your army, because even in a fight, it's hard to tell exactly where those bios come down if they're in the middle of your bio, because all you're going to see is like a tiny bit of orange. So I mean, those bios can turn the fight in your favor like really hard if you don't micro the bio out of the bile, the corrosive bile. Some marine pressure here at the third. Zerg. Ultra's out now for the Zerg.
Can you hear me, Passion?
Yes, hello.
Okay. My voice dropped off there for a minute. Okay, so those Ultralisks out now. 2-2 Ultralisks.
Yeah. Looks like Zerg's gonna be gearing up for an attack here at the...
Yeah, they're going to push up the ramp before those tanks are even reached. So the tanks...
Or the Liberators.
Wow.
Yeah, catching this Terran off guard.
Completely. And taking out Medivacs with those corrosive files. Taking out the Liberator with the corrosive file as well.
Most of the Ultras have gone down.
Yeah, that was definitely a fairly even trade.
Yeah.
You know, for getting such an advantage, the Zerg was not able to capitalize as much as he probably should have. And I don't know, he's gonna dance up and down the ramp and see that Medivacs are heading across the field.
Mm-hmm. Getting his missile attack for his air units as well. Probably for Corruptors to answer for the Liberators.
All right, and Windray's force is very big here. He's going to max out now. So his army, he's at 199 out of 200. His army's going to start pushing up this ramp, scouting everything out. Liberators get set up.
Ultra's going to come right in. Looks like he's going to attack through the Liberators. Oh, wow. So the Biles take down... Uh-oh. Are you back?
Yeah. So those Ultras are going down. All of the Liberators go down. Command Center that's upgrading to a fortress is not being...
I think the Terran's fine, though. I think the Terran's okay after all this. He definitely holds that. He still has tons of bio.
Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake by Windray. The Zerg player takes his full force of Ravagers, turns around, unless he plans on remaxing everything else, but he doesn't even have enough to remax. He
has no money.
He just lost all his Ravagers to Marauders.
Oh, he's building 9 Ultras, though. He should be okay. 9 Ultras are about to pop.
Okay. But he's going to lose his base. It doesn't matter too much. Now, he's basically just has a Marauder force at this point. And those Ultras are 5-3.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so they're fully upgraded.
You know, though, I don't know if I like a full Ultralisk army against Marauders. So if Voidrunner can get more Marauders, you really have to mix up Ultras into another army composition in order for them to be truly effective.
Yeah, you need tons of Zerglings to go with them, so that to buffer damage for the Ultras.
Yeah, or if they're going to focus down the Ultralisks, you know, hopefully they have metabolic speed, and which is, or I'm
Yeah,
sorry, adrenal glands, which has
yeah,
not been researched.
yeah. That's true. It's strange how he's not going for that yet. Because without the Zerglings, Bio can just kite Ultras for days, and fully upgraded Marauders will just tear through Ultras.
All right, Zerg moving across the map once again, gonna dance with that line from the sensor tower. Pushing in at the middle of the map. And now he looks like he's ready to roll, going up that ramp. And that
Oh yeah,
planetary fortress has still not been repaired from the last.
true. Yeah, lots of Liberators here. He does have the Liberator range as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this engagement, but
Oh
here.
yeah, I don't know. The Liberators got sieged a little bit too far forward, and the Zerg just ran right past him. Now they're not doing anything.
But like you're saying, there's not enough Zerglings there, so
That's
those
true,
Marauders
yeah.
are able to
Yeah, they can
kite
just kite the Ultras. Yeah.
these Ultras, and they're gonna just take them down one at a time.
Look at them, they're just tearing through that.
Right, that's definitely it's exactly as you called it, Passion.
Yeah.
Those upgrades on the Marauders allowed them to just kite these guys forever, and now they're going to come into the space. It's going to be repaired.
Yeah.
And give plenty of time for the Marauders. It was like a trap. He failed to repair it, so they'd say, "Oh well, I'll just move and attack this thing now."
Yeah.
Didn't end up working. And
yeah. Luckily,
there's
there are plenty of SCVs there to repair.
So 4 of those Ultras remain. Tons of Corruptors are going to start peeing on that planetary fortress now.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be enough to actually take it down.
Yeah.
So,
Deadly key.
this force is definitely commendable for our Zerg players. We got 6 Ultras now on the field against only 16 Marines and 8 Marauders. But those nine Corruptors really were the ones that did the trick against that planetary fortress.
Yeah. Yeah, the Zerg almost has double the supply of Terran. It's not looking too good for him. He's got the upgrades, he just doesn't have the units.
Right. And soon it looks like he may not have the bases either.
Yeah. Maybe he should have gone for a couple of ghosts to help with the Ultras, because I know the snipe ability is really good versus Ultras.
So all of those Corruptor ended up just getting picked off because they did not move the rest of the army across the field.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't really need them right now because there are no Liberators on the field.
And there might be some. Oh man! Oh, Ultras coming in.
Yeah, the little Ultra flank, very nice.
Yeah, that was good. That was definitely enough to stop any kind of kiting shenanigans.
Broodlord's morphing in as well.
And there's a Cyclone entering the field, but the Cyclones had no upgrades, so they were definitely not going to be able to do enough. And GG is called, so Windray is going to go up 2-0. And so is Team Horizon versus Psionic Aftermath. So just to let everybody in the street know too, these are 2 of the best players for both teams. So because of scheduling conflicts, Team Horizon sent out their strongest player first, and in this all-kill format, I'm being told that there will be no subs. So it's basically just going to be the stronger players through this clan war.
Yep. Just give it a moment here while we get the next match set up.
All right, so what's coming up next, Passion? Daybreak?
Yeah, it looks like a ZVZ. Donald Trump is going to be next for Psionic Aftermath.
All right, Donald Trump coming up for Psionic Aftermath, and I just want to congratulate him once again on his inauguration today. So taking time out of his busy schedule as president to come and play for us.
Yeah, right. Definitely just had the inauguration earlier today, so definitely a busy day for him. Gets inaugurated as president during the day and plays a clan war for StarCraft at night.
Definitely, and that's exactly what I would expect out of our president.
Yeah.
All right, so Donald Trump looks like it's going to be a ZVZ, our red Zerg, and Windray is going to be our blue Zerg in this matchup.
Yep.
All right, so I guess we should get it going now. In the bottom left corner, up 2-0 for Team Horizon, we have our blue Zerg, Windray.
Yes. And in the top right, we have Mr. President himself, Donald Trump, as the red Zerg from Psionic Aftermath.
All right, those spawning pools going down for both players. The gas for Windray has been filled up, but the extractor for Donald Trump has only just gone down. So looks like a slight edge, and I really like where Windray put his spawning pool too. It's a little bit tighter than Donald Trump.
Right, yeah, it's creating a little bit of a wall there. I think the Zerglings can probably get in between the hatchery and the pool, maybe? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Maybe not, actually.
Yeah,
it's really skinny.
Yeah, I definitely think that they won't be able to on Windray's side.
Yeah.
But on Donald Trump's side, there's
definitely.
definitely holes there that
Yeah.
that if banelings become an issue, you know, they can get in there, and they may become an issue because Windray is streaming across the map now with
Yeah.
and it looks like he's just going to go for a cheese. He's just going to go for an early all-in. And I don't know. This is not looking too good for Donald Trump. Who
I mean, he does see it.
evolution.
He does see it with the Overlord there.
Yeah, still we don't have any what do you call them going down the spine crawlers? No spine crawlers.
Yeah.
And speed begins now for Donald Trump, but is nearly finished for Windray.
Right, and the Bane nest is almost done as well.
Yeah, so you know one thing too that I just want to say is that I normally notice that people defend against what they're thinking. So when you see like Windray's play where he's like getting his spawning pool right next to his gas because he's like, man, these banelings are going to be an issue. He knows he's like setting the stage for what he's about to do, make those banelings an issue, and it's exactly what he's doing. He's going to take out that queen, take out all the zerglings, and then start running in the base.
Oh wow, yeah. Donald Trump has nothing here at the main. He's got a few Zerglings about to pop out. These Banelings about to hit on the drones. Nice splits here.
Yeah, but see, they're just basically sitting ducks now. These Zerglings are gonna come.
Yeah, that's true. So he gets some Zerglings out and he cleans up a little bit. I mean, there's no more Lings here. The Lings are about to stream in though. There's some more coming in from across the map. He didn't really lose too many drones there though. He still had most of his drones. I mean, the work count's pretty even, 11-13.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see how it goes because now all these Banelings are getting morphed in and they're gonna get scouted, but it doesn't really matter at this point because
you need at least one Ling per Baneling to trade a best possible trade, but.
Oh man, so these Banelings are just this is really bad. They're gonna come in right in now and with Zergling accompaniment. This is what he was missing last time and why the drone bridge will survive, but this time not the case. So we've got five drones for Donald Trump. Good game.
Oh man. Yeah, good quick game there.
Going for that early cheese and it paying off. You know, I'm really surprised that Donald Trump didn't throw down at least a spine crawler because he did see those Zerglings streaming across the map. It almost felt like he was AFK, to be honest. I feel like immediately when you see those 6 Zerglings going, you got to cancel the natural that's down there. Or do something, even at the beginning, putting that evolution chamber that he put behind the mineral line, putting that in front of the gas, similar to what Windray was doing, probably would have been a good option, but it happens as it happens, and Windray is going to go ahead and put Team Horizon up 3-0.
Yeah. So next map's gonna be Vani Research Station. Toll is gonna be the next player from Psionic Aftermath. He's a Protoss. And I gotta say, Psionic Aftermath's up against the ropes. This is the last master player from our lineup.
Wow, and we're still on the first master for Team Horizon, but as I understand it, it is their strongest player. So he's definitely the one to beat. If he can be beat, then, then he is the one to beat. So this will definitely be the matchup to watch.
Yeah, this is probably like the ace match. Pretty much.
Tolgan, our Protoss player, going to choose yellow, and Zerg is going to choose blue. Mm-hmm. It's been a lucky color for him so far. I don't see why he would switch.
Yeah.
Okay, so down in the bottom middle are yellow class for Psionic Aftermath. The one might say the Great Hope. This is Toll.
And in the top, we have the Blue Zerg, currently up 3-0 for his team, trying to all kill. His name is Windray. I want to see some good Protoss cheese. That's what I
Yeah.
want to see.
Well, we
Protoss
get
has so
the
many
early.
different cheese options and all-in options.
Yeah, we do have that early probe going across the map as a scout and an early drone. You know, I've really liked Windray scouting every time he's been scouting. So,
Yeah. Can't be too safe.
I think that's a good. Yeah, I think that's a good move for Zerg, especially as a high-level master. It seems he's definitely showing the drone is a good way to go.
Expansion coming down for the Protoss. Looks like a gateway into 17 supply expand. Double gas now for the Protoss.
Yeah, and the other side of the map, we've got Windray. He's just going straight macro. He's gone into his speed, but he's also starting to make workers now at his natural. Queen, both Patry is producing queens. So really standard play, standard macro play for Zerg, and looks like also standard macro play on the other side of our map with the Mothership course starting for our Protoss player Toll.
Little sneaky little probe over here. Probably just trying to scout a third. Sees if there isn't one just yet. Gonna scout to see if he maybe took the gold. Protoss getting a lot of gas here. He's got three assimilators.
Yeah, what do you think he's going to be doing with this? He definitely has that warp gate halfway done, so it looks like he'll be committing to ground.
Yeah, he does have a Dark Shrine too, warping in the very back of his base. So that makes sense.
Very cool.
Yeah. Probably gonna... Okay, he's got the Robo for a Warp Prism.
Definitely. Meanwhile, Windray has a ton of Zerglings that are just about to be heading across the map. Tons of them streaming out with speed metabolic boost just done, so this is definitely a well-timed attack, it looks like. And
the Mothership Core is in a good spot to... Yeah, it's fully walled off, by the way, his ramp. So Zerglings won't be able to do anything without Banelings. Does he have a Bane Nest? Yeah, he does have a Bane Nest. Dark Shrine's not going to be ready in time for this. So he'll only have like one gateway and Mothership Core for pylons.
Alright, all these things are done now, so
he hasn't scouted this at all. Yeah, he's got a proxy gateway though.
Alright, here they come. We're gonna go ahead and knock out that gonna try and wall it off with the probe, but he doesn't get there in time.
He's got a Dark Shrine up, so he could warp in a DT and eventually yeah, he'll be okay.
Yeah, but it looks like these probes are gonna try and get out, but a lot of them are gonna get out.
Right, and he's morphing in more Banes in the back of the Protoss's natural. He's got the DT here, going away at the... He's gonna be able to save the probes. I think he'll be I think he'll be okay. I mean, with some good splits for the Banelings. He's got another proton overcharge, plenty of probes here. He just needs to,
Yeah, but those Banelings come in, kick out a couple more of the workers, and even if the worker count 29 apiece.
Yeah. Yeah.
That DT, he's got one DT, but it's just really not enough.
Yeah. I mean, he cleans up pretty well, though. The Zerglings go back home for now.
Yeah, so this is good.
He's also got a Warp Prism at the Zerg's main, right outside the
29 workers, 30 workers for our Protoss player versus. Oh, this is gonna get scouted. Yeah, it does get. Well.
Yeah, he already scouted it with the overlord.
But that goes away, and so.
He's got some spores already up at the main in the natural.
These DTs are gonna lose a lot of value from being used as defensive objects.
Right. He's actually just gonna morph him right into Archons.
Yeah, and Archons are definitely a good way to go against mass Zergling play. I really like the going into the Archons.
Archons will always trade good against Zerglings, even if they're surrounded.
And I'm really satisfied with Toll's hold there, and he does maintain the economic advantage even with losing workers to those Bane lanes. He was able to get his wall back up in time, and that was definitely a fun little hold to watch.
Protoss has been chrono boosting Trebs out. He's now 39 to 31, so he's ahead on workers. Looks like he's got a probe here at the third. He's gonna try and drop down his Nexus. So he's looking at macro up. I gotta say, the Protoss is in a pretty good position.
Yeah, those Archons are paying off, doing their work and really keeping Toll not only in the game but kind of at an advantage.
Yeah, keeping him on the back foot, keeping the Zerg on the back foot, having to defend here, dealing with this constantly. Gonna be difficult. He's got a Nidus down actually.
Right, but right here, oh man, he barely escapes with that Warp Prism. One health, no shields, 1 health, and those 5 queens are just gonna sit there waiting for that thing to show its face.
Yeah, he's got a Nidus up. The Protoss has not scouted this Nidus yet. He's got an Overlord at the natural. He's probably about to start trying to Nidus.
Meanwhile, while that army's away, that DT goes in there, takes out some drones, and gets away to tell the tale.
Workers killed 11 each, but the Zerg is seriously behind on workers. He's gonna need to do a ton of damage with this Nidus. Looks like he probably can though. He's got almost double the army supply. This is definitely all in.
And this Nidus is coming in just completely unspotted by Toll. Toll has no idea that this thing's coming inside of his base right now.
Well, he sees the Nidus. He did scout it.
Oh, okay.
He does have vision of the Nidus at the Zerg's base.
But he doesn't see it coming, and it's gonna just these queens are gonna pop out and start dropping creep all over his base. He's only now gonna be able to react and get back to his base. But the Immortal is gonna. Oh, those Immortals are just so annoying sometimes. That Overseer there is just causing trouble too. It's quite a headache because those Dark Templar are virtually ineffective at this point. And outside, he loses the mothership core outside of the range of that pylon, so that pylon is not going to be able to help either.
He doesn't have another. Oh, he's going to be able to clean this up easily, though.
Good. Yeah, it looks like the queens are going to make this right. They're not going to make it to the Nidus. So that Archon, I think, is really what came in at that last moment and was able to help out.
Yeah.
Tipping the army advantage in Toll's favor. So there are creep tumors in his base, so he does have to watch out for another Nidus. But as far as worker count, man, he's up there 49 to 30, and I'm really liking Toll's position in this game.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He's got creep tumors in the base though. So
yeah,
that's gonna be a pain. He's gonna be chrono boosting an observer out to keep this killed.
Definitely. And the third now going down on the other side of the map for Windray. So
right, but
he's got a whole bunch of Banelings queued into that Nidus. It looks like he's really ready to just...
He's behind by 15 workers almost. He's behind by like 15 army as well. So I mean, if the Zerg could come back somehow, that would be impressive.
That Nidus begins in the base of Toll, but this time Toll is able to spot it. He's not reacting immediately. Now there he goes. Some of it looks like he's going to leave an Immortal out in front just in case. And gets rid of the Nidus and gets rid. It looks like he just wanted he wanted Windray to just spend the money and spend the gas on that Nidus. It was kind of a bait. All right, and Windray basically down to roaches at this point. He's got
Yeah.
nothing but roaches, just like 2 Zerglings to complement him.
Yeah, 2
14
Zerglings,
roaches on the
14
field.
roaches,
Oh,
his
those
couple
Bane! Don't forget about
banelings.
the Banelings. Yeah,
Right.
they're still in the Nidus, so it looks like he's gonna try and sneak across the map with some Overseers and
Yeah.
sneak a Nidus in the base. But that whole army of Toll is ready to push across and take out this third base. And here comes the Nidus now in the third
Yeah.
of Toll.
Doesn't look like he's gonna notice it at all. I mean, it's in his
Definitely.
vision though.
So the engagement begins at Windray's third, and even the mothership cores across the field, which is really going to be helpful if he needs to move his army home. He has that advantage.
Yeah, I mean, he could do all the eco damage he wants to with the banelings, but there's just not enough army to hold
Yeah.
off the attack at his main.
Wow. So Toll is able to hold off the all kill. It seems for now. He
Yeah.
does his role and brings Psionic Aftermath up to 1 win, and it's now going to be 1-3 in favor of Horizon.
Mhm. Going to be just setting up the next match here. Just a moment.
So it was definitely nice watching Windray. I'm really happy to be able to see his play today. He gave us some really high quality matches. So this is a best of 11. Is this the halfway? This would be the halfway point? Like another game or two?
I'm sorry, what was that?
It's a best of 11 and we've played 5 games? 4 games.
Yeah, we've played 4 games, yep. 3-1. So it's going to be 1st to 6 wins. Just going to go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Um. Hmm. All right. Looks like we're gonna have a Diamond Terran named Veleti. Gonna have his go at the Protoss. All right. So Veleti's gonna go ahead and choose Newkirk Precinct.
All right, Newkirk.
TVP. And let's see some Veleti stats here. We have a Diamond 3 going up against a Master 2, so just a warning, might be one-sided. But let's see. Veleti's. Oh wait, is he Zerg? Oh, he's Zerg. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought he was Terran, but he's a Zerg player. And his Zerg versus Protoss is let me see. Current season. Okay, I'm gonna go to his all stats, and it's 55%. It's his second, or it's actually his best matchup. Zerg vs Protoss is his best matchup, so there, he might be able to do something. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. It's true. Yeah, 43%. So it's definitely good.
Yeah.
Okay, Newkirk Precinct. All right, spawning in the bottom right, taking it away for Team Psionic Aftermath. We have a yellow Protoss Toll.
And in the bottom left, we have the Challenger Zerg from Team Horizon. His name is Veleti. Veleti? Veleti. Veleti. Interesting
Veleti.
name. Veleti. Yeah, Veleti.
Yeah,
We'll go with Veleti.
I like when the names seem, made up or.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely some creativity there. So he's interesting. So the probe's going to scout the hatch first from the Zerg. And Protoss is starting with the gateway into gas. Sketchy is informing us that we got it right with the Veleti.
Definitely. All right, that spawning pool and the gas. Looks like that probe is going to just do some minor annoyance, but then ultimately, when it loses its shield, it's going to run away. Cybernetics core down for our Protoss player as well as an expansion. Hey, Passion, can we switch up the overlay to show
Yeah, I just did that.
reflect total?
Yep,
Okay,
just saw
cool.
that. Yep, it should be updated.
Perfect. And now it looks like the gas is going to be, we're going to have 2 workers in that second gas for toll. He kind of did this last time where he went for this early gas, and the Twilight Council going to go down again. So I wonder if we're going to see the same play. It looks like he might be going for that Archon drop, which I
Yeah.
really think is extremely popular in PvC.
Yeah.
Definitely like to watch it too. It's an interesting game to see the Archon versus the Zergling.
Yeah,
armies.
Zergs love their speedlings in the early game. So it's a very good option for the Protoss.
All right, and that warp gate is going to be researched as well. The Stalker gets out right as those Zerglings reach the base, so
Yeah.
it's going to be able to
Perfect timing.
finish off that wall for now.
Dropping a Robo Bay for the Warp Prism, I believe.
And the Zergling's just going to run all the way back to the other side of the map, it looks like.
Zerg's taking his third up at the top location.
Oh man, Dark Shrine going down, so just like last game as well as that.
Right, looks like the same build.
And meanwhile, a third going down from ability. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and just macro up, nearly fully saturated, mineral wise. Only 1 gas down so far. And that Warp Prism starts for toll, so looks like we're just right on track. And I definitely like to watch this build because it's something that I want to be able to play, but haven't quite been able to master yet. Every time I try it out, I think I'm just a little bit late as Protoss.
It's hard. It's hard, especially in a game with another live person. You have to react to everything they're doing, and at the same time try and perfect your build.
Definitely. So 38 workers apiece now. The worker count is dead even.
Yeah.
Mothership core out now, able to watch and see. The third just pops up for Velity, so
yeah.
Looks like a Roach Warren down for him now, and he's also going to get that Overseer cocoon, so he's getting ready for DTs. He's getting ready to make sure that his army can have some detection.
Yeah, Zerg's got his spores up. It's probably almost standard and just build blind spores and
Definitely.
CVP.
And even a spine crawler going down in the main for our Zerg player.
Yeah. That would definitely help versus the Archons if he decides to drop in the main.
Right.
He's got a DT going toward the third. There's actually no detection here yet. There's a spore.
Yeah, spore's halfway done.
He's gonna be able to target that down though before anything. He's here to kill it.
I think he'll be able to at least stop the spore, just maybe stop from dying. Looks like he does get that. And I'm gonna work on that drone and Queen.
Yeah.
On the other side of the map, those Ravagers are able to chase the Warp Prism away with the Archon and the 2 DTs.
Oh yeah. He's going right back in though. He notices that the Zerg moved his units up to the third, so he's gonna go right back into the main. Targeting down the spine crawler. That's gonna go down quick.
The Queen also gonna go down after
warping in more units here in the main.
The Roaches are gonna go down pretty quick, as well as the Zerglings. That Archon definitely looking low on its shield is gonna get picked up. The DT is gonna go down, so 1 DT is still alive and 1 Archon.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, very large Roach Ravager army pushing across the map.
True. This will have to do some damage because the Zerg is now way behind on workers, 31 to 59. I mean, that's actually now 61, so it's pretty much double the workers for the Protoss.
Right, and slight distraction there. He goes after that Warp Prism.
Yeah.
And then he spots it.
Wasting time there.
Definitely.
He's got 2 Immortals at home with some Stalkers and Mothership Core pylons and everything. I think he'll be able to pull this off just fine.
Yeah, I think Toll looks like with those two immortals, he definitely looks like he'll be able to hold this. And the militia core even going out, but tons more roaches coming across. I think he needs to retreat back to his pylon.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he does. He's got 3 immortals now. More roaches coming in though. I mean,
picks off an overseer, and meanwhile on the other side of the map, those DTs are not working.
oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
So this is definitely a tricky position for Velody. I honestly don't know. I feel like it may be a lost game unless he could get like some kind of. He's going to work on that army. Actually, goes for some really good trades, Velody, and I would say barely even a trade. He may have lost his Zergling right there, or a couple stalkers. But if he could get like a Nidus Worm in the main or in that second, I would say that would definitely be the way to go.
Oh yeah.
Coming in and pushing on this third is really not looking like a very sound strategy.
I mean, he's trying. Hey, he's pressuring the natural now with the Archon and the DT. So many drones going down. It's now like 13 drones to 68 workers. It's looking very grim for the Zerg. He's gonna go and go all in into this third base here with his raptor.
Yeah, taking out the pylon that was trucked. Yeah, he's basically just going for broke at this point.
Yeah, if he can perfectly land some biles, he could actually do this, but yeah, he just taps out.
Yeah, good game is called, and Toll's gonna take it up 2-3 for Psionic Aftermath.
Yeah. So just give us a moment here to get the next match set up. So the next player from Horizon is going to be Sketchy. Ooh, he's a Master 1 Zerg, so this should be an interesting game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like the next player for Horizon is going to be Sketchy. He's a Master 1 Zerg player, so another ZVP. And just waiting. Okay, he picks the map Overgrowth. Valetti doesn't want to play, apparently.
Who?
Villetti. No, I'm just kidding. Someone was declining the invite, and it was Villetti. He left the party though. All right, got the lobby set up. Just waiting for the players to ready up.
All right, Zerg versus Protoss again.
Yes, sir.
Common matchup for us today.
Yeah, very common. I believe this is the 4th PVZ we've seen. Seen 4 PVZs, a 4 PVZs, a ZVZ, and a ZVT.
All right, spawning for us in the top right corner. For Team Horizon, we have, I believe that's pink. It's a pinkish lavender
Yeah.
Zerg. Sketchy.
And in the bottom left, we have our Protoss player, Yellow Protoss from Psionic Aftermath. His name is Toll. Currently up 2-0 for his team, putting the score at 3-2, still in Horizon's favor.
So some banter at the beginning here from our Zerg player.
Yeah. Looks like Zerk went for a hatch first. Probe here to scout.
Spawning pool and gas for our Zerg player. That gas coming before the spawning pool, which is really common in order to make sure that there's enough gas as soon as the spawning pool is done to start that speed. So the natural finishes up for our Zerg player. It looks like he's going to start making Zerglings. And meanwhile, across the field, our Protoss player looks like he wants to start his warp gate. Or maybe not.
Throwing down his Twilight Council.
Putting down the Twilight
Yeah.
Council.
Maybe going for the same builds he's been going for. Zerg's gonna throw out his third hatch.
Yeah, I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. So
Yeah,
looks like he's
exactly.
going to go for that same build. And
Yeah.
Stalker pops out, robotics facility goes down, and warp gate begins to be researched. The assimilator is being taken, so we have Protoss going into full gas, and on the other side of the map, a Baneling nest going down for Sketchy.
Yeah, unfortunately for
He's gonna finish.
Yep. And unfortunately for Toll, I mean, Sketchy's been watching all these PVZs, so he knows exactly how Toll plays. He's probably expecting this. The Dark Shrine is already almost halfway through. But, I mean, let's see. He hasn't scouted it, but not like he needs to. He's expecting this.
Yeah, I would say this is definitely. It would be good to expect this at this point. And
Yeah.
all these are going to start streaming across the map, so it looks like maybe it will start morphing them all into lots of things.
Again, the banelings are done just in time, or just before the Dark Shrine.
And that
Oh man, wow, yeah. There are more pylons. He's immediately redoing the wall though, so that's very nice. The pylons are going to be back up very shortly. Oh, the Cyber's going to go down right before Gateway's done.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Go down. That is,
and the Robos is going to go down too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just.
Yeah, he's going to be chrono boosting out a single Dark Templar, which will be able to clean this up eventually. Since there is no lair, he won't be able to spawn in Overseers just yet.
But wow, that's definitely a really good pickup. Sketchy was timed that perfectly to pick off the tech that was being used as a wall in front of our cross player.
Going to go up to 5 gates, or 6 gates, actually 6 gates. Rebuilding a Cyber in the main base this time. It's not going to be going down anytime soon. At least there's that.
Yeah, and Zerg seems satisfied with the damage he's done for now. Goes back to his home.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to start catching up on drones now, because it is 45 to 39 worker count in Protoss' favor.
And there's a DT coming in here for the natural. He's just going to target drones because he knows he needs to do eco damage. Because right now the Zerg is Protoss really can't do anything, and the Zerg knows that, so he's going to take this time to drone up because there's nothing the Protoss can do about it. He took out the Cyber Core before Warp Gate. Protoss is going to take his third. He's going to try and eco up as well. But I mean, okay, let's see. Worker count is actually in the Protoss' favor. It's 51 to 43, but Zerg can make an infinity number of drones simultaneously.
Yeah,
not really.
That's definitely, it's true, but you know, you got to know when to do it.
Yeah.
And I like to see a good Zerg attack, do some damage, and then drone up. I always think that's a good way to go.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have... Okay, yeah, he's actually... He's got a good amount of units out on the map. He denied the third with a bunch of Zerglings. I didn't even catch that. So
yeah, I missed that too.
I don't know
that
if he
single
cancels.
Dark Templar.
Yeah, he's got a DT there now. Oh, he's got... Oh, look at this DT placement right here between the second and the third. It's there so to try and catch off any drones trying to transfer over to the third. That's really cool. That's neat little positioning there. But it's going to be morphing an Overseer and so take that out.
Yeah, and Roach speed and missile damage +1 for Roaches are going to be finishing really soon here for Zerg. So it looks like he will be transitioning into a missile-based army. And those Zerglings coming down to deny that third once again. Let's see if it gets there in time. The overcharge going to go off with the DTs. Looks like he's really adamant on taking out that pylon.
Right. Yeah, he loses all the Zerglings, but I mean it's not a huge deal for him because he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, and he's marching in a ton of Ravagers.
Oh yeah, so many Ravagers, and he's got the Overseer. Is there anything to snipe the Overseer? Not really. Maybe some Archons if he focuses it. There's some Stalkers now.
Yeah, 11 Ravagers coming down. That's definitely going to be a much stronger force than it looks like Protoss will be able to handle right now.
Ooh, and the only pylon that's up is almost dead. Okay.
No, there's another one down.
Yeah.
So that comes.
Yeah.
But it goes down immediately, so it doesn't even get very much done. It looks like our Protoss toll is going to get pushed back with some Zerglings coming around the corner too.
Oh, the Overseer's not here, so the DTs are going to town. Oh, it's been sniped apparently. Remorphing another one. Very nice. DTs are actually going to do a lot of DPS here while there's no Overseer. Looks like he's going to be able to take the third down though.
That Overseer finishes, but also gets immediately sniped, but it doesn't matter because he gets the third, so he's going to go ahead and start running across the map now. Yeah, so, Zerg definitely did its damage, keeping that third down, and you know, 60 workers to 55 in favor of a plus player. Right. But we have 3 bases for Zerg, and we're stuck on 2 bases for our
Yeah,
Protoss player.
yeah. I mean, that's only going to be an issue for the next few seconds until he gets his third back up, because he's got the workers. I mean, the worker count is even. It's actually, yeah, it's even at 60 right now. So if he can get this third up, the eco is going to jump back up. Zerg's getting his fourth at the gold. So, and the army supply is already even as well. So I mean, unless Zerg can somehow deny this third again, the Protoss will still be in a decent position. I mean, he's got his own fourth coming up as well. At
Definitely. Yeah, it looks like.
The Zerg's gonna scout this though.
Zerg's gonna scout that there's a fourth.
He's just gonna.
And that third base is gonna pop up.
The Protoss is not in a terrible position. His third's back up. He's got the probes to saturate that immediately. Still anyone's game in my opinion. Troll's actually ahead on supply just by a little bit. Ahead on workers by 2. Ahead on RV supply by 3.
Yeah, and that gold base does finish for Sketchy, so he's going to be able to begin saturating that. There's a Spire down for Sketchy.
Yeah, and the Protoss has scouted that as well. He had a DT there. He scouted the 4th, so he knows about that.
I'm here.
So this is definitely pretty even game so far. We got the Templar Archives down for our Protoss player, and looks like he's going to get some Immortals into that army. Very good army composition, by the way, for our Protoss player. He's definitely doing some good. He's got Archons, Stalkers, quite a few Sentries, and it looks like he's adding Immortals to the mix. So I really like that army composition. And then on the other side, we've got Roaches, Ravagers, and Banelings.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good match right now.
Getting his Baneling speed. I feel like the Protoss has to pressure this 4th though, being in such a vulnerable position.
Yeah, these armies are going to clash right in the middle. Force field's going down. Some of the Zerg army being shaved off, but ultimately getting away. It looks like there's going to be Swarm Host in the mix here
wow. Yeah, you're right.
For our Zerg player.
I wonder if that was a mistake or what. Because he only has... Okay, no, actually he has 6.
No, he's making more.
That's actually nice.
Yeah, and
I've never...
I
haven't seen that very often in PvZs, but...
yeah, I personally, I almost play exclusively with Swarm Host because it's... Especially when I'm playing against the ground army. For one, you can knight it and snipe their bases with them. And for two, it creates the best trading value that you can possibly get out of almost any unit, as long as you have something that can help out with anti-air.
Yeah,
but
I mean, why not just mix just a couple in there with your army? You can do so much damage.
Definitely.
And the range is very far too. Like you can send them almost halfway across the map. He could probably send them from his from the gold base to the Protoss's 4th. You know?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I mean, almost. He could fly them halfway there, and then they crawl the rest of the way.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're definitely a good unit, and I really enjoy them unless the opponent is going air. But it doesn't look like Toll has any air, no Stargates out. Doesn't have any intention of going air at this point.
Oh, he's actually going to be warping in some Zealots and DTs in the main. Let's see, there's one Spore for detection. There's Swarm Hosts here, but there's nothing really just besides the 2 Spines and the Queen, there's nothing here to really
these
deal
Stalkers
with that.
catching all these Corruptors out of position, start sniping them out.
Oh,
man,
very nice.
I got 4 or 5 of them.
Nice.
6 of them.
Yeah, I think the Zerg was not expecting the Protoss to be such... I think the Zerg thought he was a little bit more ahead than he actually is.
Yeah, and the Zerg is ahead on the worker count, but is now supply blocked.
Right.
The Stalker's out of position, definitely going to get chased away. So the rest of the army looks like it's going to join the Stalkers, and this is actually a comparable force to what is standing right now in the gold.
Oh, the Disruptors.
Disruptors, get up! Oh, I love that kind of Disruptor play.
Oh my god, that took out like half his army.
Yeah,
there's so much Protoss here now.
Blinking on top, but now we've got
and Broodlords
Swarm Hosts.
Yeah, so that should be able to see. help the turtle, but he blinks right on top of the
Yeah.
Brood Lords. Catches more Brood
Wow.
Lords, morphing in.
Oh no.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. The Disruptor just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I
and
don't even think
so
he knew about that beforehand.
definitely not. It looks like this gold base is gonna go down sketchy now.
Oh yeah, the fourth is definitely going down. The third may go down as well. I mean, there's nothing here for the
Yeah,
third.
there's nothing there.
Some roaches.
Swarm Post gets picked off. In the greater spider, so if he's gonna do any kind of Brood Lord player,
More Protoss units morphing in right into Zerg's base.
Yeah, and he's got 2 Brood Lords, but it's really not enough.
No, of
2
course
Brood
not.
Lords.
This supply is 3 times in favor of the Protoss. I mean, I don't see how the Zerg can win this or defend it.
Right, and all these drones now of Sketchy getting picked off in the corner by the.
Man, those money disruptor shots changed the game. I mean, it was pretty even up until then, but
yeah, that's man, good game, Toll. You definitely nailed that one, and
yeah.
I think we're gonna bring it even. Count 3-3.
Oh yeah.
Is that true? Okay.
Yep. 3-3. Very nice performance by Toll here. Wow, that hold in the beginning. Very nice play here from Toll so far.
Yeah, and it's like I definitely like seeing that that Broodlord Swarm Host play, but Toll knew, that he didn't really have enough, and so he blinked right in there and took out all those Broodlords and finished the game off.
Yeah, that was beautiful. So just give us a moment here to get the next player. Looks like they might be having some trouble getting another player.
Guys. I'm going here. Okay. Hi, okay. I think we can both. Yeah, we can. Yeah. We're gonna go.
All right, looks like the Team Horizon may have some trouble getting the next player, so we're just gonna be waiting just a little bit to see if they can find their next player to come. So just give us a moment. We'll be right back. Alright, looks like they're going to be getting their next player in here shortly. Sorry about the wait there.
All right, I'm excited. We're gonna get going on 3-3 in the clan war between Psionic Aftermath and Horizon.
Right, it's a best of 11, so first to 6 wins.
And are we going to be sticking with our player now? There's no subs, is what I understand.
Right, it's all
kills.
kill, yeah. So Toll plays till he ends, till he dies, and then after that we only have 2 other diamonds. So if someone could take a cheap win off of Toll, they could bring it back
Yeah,
and win
definitely.
this.
I would say that that puts a lot of pressure on Toll to watch out for cheese because
Yeah.
if that cheese comes, it could be bad.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a proxy build from Terran that's pretty much impossible to hold if you don't scout it, which is like the proxy cyclone. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen that before, but if the
Ah,
Protoss doesn't scout, I mean, I've never seen it held. Just
yeah.
just without scouting.
I've never seen it outside of professional play.
Yeah. It's like a proxy 111. They fucking build all the Marines, Cyclones, and like medevacs and liberators right outside the Protoss' natural. It's almost impossible to hold if it's not scouted. If it's scouted, they could like place a pylon right as the buildings are being built and then overcharge it, and that pretty much shuts it down completely. Okay. Alright, so we got our next player. It's going to be StarSense from Horizon, although he's on a different account. Let's see.
So we got Jaybird coming up. Is that who's playing?
Yeah, it's Jaybird. His name is actually StarSense, is his main account. He's on an alt account for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's StarSense from Team Horizon.
Okay.
Just waiting for him to pick a map. Yeah, he doesn't have the clan tag. Automatic disqualification.
That's right.
Alright, so we're going to go back on Daybreak for StarSense versus Toll. And it looks like another PVZ. So PVZ is the matchup of the night tonight. Unless this is an alternate account, so he might be just off racing on this account. Who knows? We don't know what StarSense's main race is. I could check on his main account though real quick.
All right. Yellow Terran versus an orange Zerg.
Yeah. Yep, Zerg. Oh, okay. His main race is Terran. Apparently, is what
Oh, no.
I'm being told.
I see.
Yeah, I'm being told from Sushi that his main
He's
race
gonna
is
be
Terran,
off
but
tonight.
he might not have just updated his race. I don't know. Let me see.
Okay, Protoss versus Zerg. Here we go. PVZ. Yeah, you're right. Yellow Protoss versus orange Zerg. There we go.
Okay, no, he switched to Terran. So
Okay,
yeah,
there we go.
yeah, he switched to Terran. He was just sometimes the game just loads you in with a different race. So
Is this our first PVT of the
yeah,
night?
yep. The only time we've seen Terran was versus Zerg. That was Void Runner versus their first Zerg player, Windray. Sorry about that if you guys hear my cat.
Yeah, and your mic is kind of doing that thing where it's cutting in and out again.
Oh really? Okay. I probably got to bring my mic closer. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, my mic sometimes just likes to go away. All right. So yeah, for
You're gonna
some
go ahead and pause for hotkeys.
right, StarSense is playing on a an alternate account, so I'm not sure why, but he's gonna be changing his hotkeys back to his normal setup, I guess. So just give us a moment here. Let me take the overlay off, and just give us a moment.
All right. Long time to change these hotkeys.
Yeah.
You must be tracing it for all three races.
Yeah. Hotkeys can be pretty frustrating sometimes when they're wrong. So understandable.
Okay, so he's ready. So let's get this game going. And introductions are in order. In the bottom right, we have our orange Terran spawning for Team Horizon under the tag Dust. He is Jaybird.
And in the top right, we have the yellow Protoss from Psionic Aftermath. Currently, halfway through an all kill, 3 up, 3-0 on Psionic Aftermath. His name is Toll.
Definitely. And so just to let everybody, all the viewers know, just in case they missed earlier in the matchup, Team Horizon ended up starting off with one of their strongest players in Winray,
Right.
who was able to go up 3-0 against Psionic Master players, and I believe in a diamond, 2 Masters and a diamond. And Toll is now the last Master playing for Team Psionic Aftermath. So if he can be toppled, then this does seem to be a fairly even game still. Fairly even matchup. And we've got gas first coming from Terran before the barracks.
Right, and the barracks
Double
is
gap.
actually in a proxy location at his third, at the Protoss's third.
And Protoss is gonna go put down that. He's gonna go put down that natural.
And there's it looks like this 111 build I was talking about. Oh, actually, double factories, and there is no scout from the Protoss. So this is going to be extremely hard to hold, I think, from the Protoss. If this involves Cyclones.
Yeah, and it definitely looks like it's made for Cyclones because we've got double gas full over for Jaybird over there.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Cyclones. Yep, you're right. This is going to be highly impressive if the Protoss holds this. I mean,
it's a very safe build because Toll doesn't really seem to scout very much. And,
yeah.
And he seems to play really conservatively on army in the beginning.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. This is going to be really impressive if the Protoss can hold this. I'm going to be honest.
And it's going to get
it is scouted. Yeah.
Now
wow.
He knows it's
it might be a little too late though. Okay, so it's double Cyclone and a Widow Mine. That's strange. I've never seen this variation of the build before.
And the forge is going to be completed, so he's.
Oh, he's putting. Yeah, he's going to get cannons, I guess.
That's what he's planning on.
There's no pylon. I mean, there's no
mine.
Go ahead.
It's going to pop out. The mine's going to pop out, and so are both of the Cyclones.
Right. This is interesting. Oh. He's got the pylon up. He could.
On that
oh man. Yeah, he's got the pylon up. He can overcharge that and then get cannons up. Yeah, it's super important that he scouted that. Holy crap. I guess he just had a hunch maybe that. I mean, this has got to be a popular build in TVP, so he had to have thought of that being an option for the Terran.
And that mine is going to get burrows. The mine is going to go down. Another pylon there. But man, those cannons, that cannon went down very fast.
Yes, so it did. Yeah.
Put down 2 more cannons.
Cyclones have a very high DPS versus armored units and structures.
Right. Yeah, no, Cyclones are the way to go for sure. I definitely enjoy playing Cyclones.
He doesn't have an overcharge right now, actually. And he has 3 Cyclones. He could be doing a lot. Well, these cannons can go down immediately. Nice micro here from the Stalkers. Cannon's gonna go up.
I would say nice micro from both players.
Yeah.
The Terran players able to keep those
Cyclones alive.
Which is really important.
Keeping the weaker ones back, yeah.
Yeah, you want to be able to keep those weak ones back so they can still do that DPS.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job right now.
Oh, loses the Widow Mine. Oh, these weaker Cyclones are actually taking damage from those cannons. They're all going down. Yeah, that was a little bit of an overcommitment, I think.
Yes, definitely an overcommitment. I would have liked to see our Terran player move his Cyclones back.
Yeah. Yeah, he had an SCV. Yeah, he had an SCV at his buildings. He could have repaired them.
And instead, these Cyclones are going to go down. I would say that was definitely a really nice hold by the Terran, but it's not over. Another Widow Mine. We've got 2 more Cyclones coming. But now there is an overcharge, which looks like it's going to be able to. Oh, he's going to evade. Jaybird will evade the overcharge. And the SCVs are now traveling Cyclone and repairing it.
Yeah.
That Cyclone is like trying to get that mothership core, but barely misses it, and his SCVs are going to go down too. Yeah, I agree with you. I would have really liked to see him go back and you know, just rally all together, repair those Cyclones. But now the worker count 18. It's looking like Toll's going to be able to stabilize at this point. You know, the mine was an interesting touch, but those mines got picked off very quickly, and I don't know.
Hello? Can you hear me?
It looks like it's going to take off these Cyclones one by one. Good game is called, so Toll's going to go ahead and take the advantage for Team Psionic Aftermath. Now it's going to be 4-3.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had some weird issue with my microphone. It kind of bugged out on me. Alright, so yeah, you're right. We actually go up 1-4-3.
Man, what a game!
Yeah,
And that
very
was
impressive
exactly what
hold.
you had called too. You said that you gotta scout this build or it's unstoppable. And it
Yeah.
was scouted, and it looked like it had maybe been scouted too late, but it turns out that Toll was able to hold after all. I would definitely say that a lot of that had to do with overcommitment that you had pointed out from Jaybird going into the main with severely damaged cyclones. I think he should have just held back. But man, so it was definitely a good game, and I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I think Team Horizon might have to forfeit here because they don't have enough players. It was originally supposed to be 3 diamonds and 3 masters, but apparently they had an issue with getting players to show up.
All right, who do we got next coming up now for Team Horizon?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they have any more players. I think they may have to forfeit here. Or unless they have more players, I'm not sure. I'm trying to talk to their captain.
All right, we've got another player.
All
So,
right, let's do this.
This is gonna be good. Coming online. All right, I'm excited. So we do have another player logging on right now.
Yep. Name is Nexa. Ah, here he is. Another master player, Master 1.
All right, a master player. So this is definitely good. So this gives them a chance to come back and really finish the reverse this all kill. Master versus master, and it looks like he has been a grandmaster in 2015.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next
So
GM.
former
So
grandmaster coming up.
waiting for Nexa to pick a map here. Alright, so it looks like he's going to pick Overgrowth.
Okay, right on. Good. So we'll get this match going. 4-3 for Team Psionic Aftermath against Team Horizon.
Mm. Alright, players are ready. Let's get this game underway. Got a Protoss versus Protoss coming up. And I want to mention that Toll beforehand did tell me that PVZ was his worst matchup.
You know, I gotta say, Overgrowth is my favorite map to watch. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Spawning in the top right, we have our current Psionic Aftermath champion. How can you hear me?
Yes. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay, should we can you hear me?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hello. All right.
there-
Okay. I see it. So, spawning in the top right, we have yellow Protoss for Team Psionic Aftermath. Toll. All right, and in the bottom, the Great Hope for Team Horizon, we have the blue Protoss, Nexa. And this is a master versus master, so this is definitely going to be a good game. We should all expect. We've got a cybernetics core going down for both players. Pretty standard. We've got 5 gas going for Toll, and we've got 6 gas going for Nexa. Slight worker advantage for Toll at this point, but that's kind of negligible at this point. It can always even out later, and there's plenty that can happen to even that out again later. So we've got a Stargate going down for Toll, and it looks like it's going to get scouted immediately. And on the other side of the map, we've got a Twilight Council going down for Nexus. So I personally prefer the Twilight Council play to the Stargate play in PvP. I think it's more important to get that ground army going first, and then if you're going to throw down the Stargate, do that later. But I'm not a master, so let's see how it plays out with these two masters. We've got double Stalker coming out now for Nexa. And then on the other side of the map, we've got double Stalker coming out for Toll. So the only real difference so far at this point is Stargate versus Twilight Council. Looks like a proxy pylon will go down for Nexa there behind where the third will be. Natural going down for Toll. I'm gonna skip the Oracle, go straight into a Phoenix. Looks like for Toll, who I don't know what this is about. Maybe he's expecting that on the other side of the map we've got a Stargate and an Oracle coming, but that is not the case. So we've got this Phoenix here that's just kind of waiting. Looks like he may be going into some kind of mass Phoenix play. On the other side of the map, we've got Blink being researched, halfway done, and we also have Warp Gate for Nexa. So it definitely looks like we're going to be seeing some cheeky Blink play. I imagine some kind of rush, and 4 Stalkers in the middle of the map there for Nexa. And then there's also behind that third of Toll, there's that proxy gateway going down, halfway finished, and another proxy pylon. So, I don't know. I would say that Toll is in a little bit of trouble at this point. He may be able to hold an attack from the front, but once that blink is done, if Nexa can get some high ground vision, then it's gonna get a little bit messy. So here comes those Stalkers. It looks like it's gonna push up. They're all gonna rally at that third base, and then they're gonna push right into the natural. Right now, looks like the Phoenix are gonna come in, lift up those Stalkers. The overcharge is gonna go down. Stalkers are gonna fight right outside of the double overcharge for Toll. Toll has no more energy on that mothership core, so at this point, he's basically going to be against the ropes because those Phoenix don't have very much energy either. And this looks like it's a pretty all-in move from Nexa, this Blink cheese, and 11 Stalkers to 5 on the field. 31 workers for Toll, and he's actually going to pull the workers out to go after the Stalkers. So those Stalkers are going to rally back up. 13 Stalkers now for Nexa against 8 Stalkers. Going to go ahead and take out those pylons, but then he's actually losing Stalkers. Those Phoenix are doing a lot of work picking up the Stalkers that are then able to get microed down. So he's not able to do, Nexa is not able to do too much fancy play because he's just losing Stalkers to that Phoenix play. But it's not over yet, and the worker count is actually pretty even at this point. 25 for Toll, 23 And we've still got Nexus still on one base. He's nearly mined out of that base. And he is just pushing the stalker play. He wants to do some work here, getting a beautiful concave against Toll, who just has run out of energy on this Phoenix. He's got one Phoenix that had energy left, and Mothership Core looks like it may be dropping right now. So Mothership Core goes down. We've still got 11 stalkers for Nexa, and now they're going to be able to take out this Nexus. So this is definitely well, they're not even going to try and take out the Nexus. They're just going to start walking up the ramp. They're just going to start taking out. Good game is called. So Nexa is able to stop Toll on his quest for the all kill and bring the score back to 4 apiece for Team Psionic Aftermath and Team Horizon. All right, so looking at the graphs, man, you know, Toll definitely had a nice army advantage even, but it's just the resource collection, everything was in favor of Toll, but you know, he just definitely couldn't hold that all in. The Mothership Core, that double overcharge at the beginning, I really would have liked to see just a single overcharge, unless the stalkers were blinking on top of the pylons or something. But that blink play, you know, it's definitely not as popular as it used to be to do blink in Protoss versus Protoss, unless of course, you know, you're like cheesing like that was. And when you do a one base cheese like that, it's pretty all in, and if it works like it just did, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. So, and then you're pretty far behind if they've got 2 bases. But in this case, it worked out for Nexus. So we'll see who our next player is going to be for Team Psionic Aftermath.
Can you hear me? Hello? It looks like I guess Augie can't hear me, but our next player is gonna be causing virus.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
All right.
I don't think Augie can hear me in the Discord, but he must have heard me on stream or something. I'll just let him solo cast.
All right, so causing virus, I believe, is our next player. All right, so our players are in the lobby. We have a yellow Zerg versus a blue Protoss. It looks like Psionic Aftermath is all out of Masters, so we're going to be going into a Master versus Diamond game.
Hello?
With the score tied up at 4.
Hello?
Hello, hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Now I can.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I don't know why my Discord was messed up, but my mic wasn't working on Discord, so you couldn't hear me.
Weird.
That was really weird. Yeah, but I'm back now. All right, let's do this. So yeah, causing virus versus Nexa. Score is 4-4.
All right, and the countdown has begun.
Oh, never mind. Someone just joined and left, canceling the countdown, but we got it started again. Sorry about that.
On mine, it went into the game.
It did?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in the game.
Okay, no, because I restarted the countdown. I'm in the game now too.
Okay.
Yeah, he joined and left real quick. It was real fast, but it's good now. So
All right. So spawning in the bottom blue, on the bottom right, bottom left corner, we have the blue Protoss for Team Hazard. This is Nexa.
and in the top right, we have the Zerg player from Psionic Aftermath. His name is Causing Virus.
Okay, so far we've just got an player and a gateway and some gas from our Protoss player. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yep.
All right, that probe gonna come up and scout the natural for causing virus, and then it's just gonna head back home and worker count so far in Nexus' favor, 20 to 19. Cybernetics core down now, and Nexus gonna go ahead and put down his own expansion. It looks like, so it's about halfway done, and a third now going down for causing virus.
Third going down for the Zerg. So impressive, causing virus despite being the lower league player here and up against a very high level opponent. He's still going for like a macro game.
Yeah, I definitely like to see that. It shows confidence. So
Yeah.
Confident Zerg for
Yep.
Team Psionic Aftermath. Twilight Council going down, and it looks like Nexus just going to wall off. He's going to get that adept right there in the hole and basically just play his own macro game.
Yeah. Zerg hasn't scouted the third yet, so really doesn't know what to expect from the Zerg. Has nothing near the Zerg base to scout yet, just right now. Might try and send an adept over to see what's up, but
Robotics facility going down and warp gate halfway done for Nexus. So this looks like it could be some kind of drop harass play. Maybe we'll see a dark shrine go down here in a second, or maybe we're gonna see just some kind of, I don't know, maybe a warp timing.
yeah, I don't know. If it was a, I think if it was a wait, okay, there it is. Dark Shine's in the back of the main base. I would I would have thought he would have thrown it down like immediately after the Twilight Council, since Warp Gate's
Yeah.
going to be done for a while now. By the time that Shrine comes up. Sport's coming out from the Zerg, so he does expect this must be a popular build in the matchup, because it's all we've been
Yeah, I
seeing.
think so. Yeah, and
Same
also
thing
with
Toll
those,
was doing.
the oracles and everything. So I definitely, I think that yeah, the Zergs are used to being able to throw down those blind spores.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like if you don't down and an oracle comes and eats up your mineral line, then that's always a bummer. So it's just kind of safe to have something there, some kind of static defense. And in the case of DTs, of course, it's going to be very helpful. That Dark Shrine is now finished up. The warp gates are all finished, and it looks like instead of going for the warp prism's already halfway across the map. So we've got 2 chrono boosted out, and they look like they're going to make their way across the map too. 4 Dark Templar are now in that warp prism, and it looks like they're going to head up towards the main. And there's nothing really there that's going to be able to stop 4 Dark Templar at the moment. So
Yeah, there's detection. The problem is there's just no units.
right.
It looks like Zergling's coming up the main ramp to try and deal with this. Spore's been targeted down, so there's no detection for the moment until these overseers spawn in.
Yeah, so that warp prism is definitely going to be able to.
Oh
save
my
those
god, he got the hatch.
after. Yeah,
He got the
lair.
hatch. Yeah, I mean the lair. My bad. Yeah, the lair.
So that a new hatchery goes down immediately.
Yeah.
That was definitely worth 4 Dark Templar.
Oh,
to be able to
absolutely.
take out
Yeah.
that lair.
Would have been nice to have like an overlord out here outside his main to try and scout that earlier a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he had his creep spread was very decent. He had a whole bunch of queens over in that 3rd base. It looks like he was expecting the attack in the 3rd base, but that warp prism is even going to come back in there now with 2 archons. So that's definitely a good play by our Team Horizon player Nexa to get those archons in there, and he's going to pick them up right away. Do some fancy warp prism micro and just take out all the lings pretty much.
Super Dude in the chat is asking what league this is. It's Diamond versus Master. Our Zerg player is Diamond League, and the Protoss is Master 1. So it would be an upset if the Zerg won this.
And here comes that warp prism again. It looks like it's just gonna kind of sit there and wait for the right time to maybe push in. And meanwhile the worker count is dead even. So that hatchery finally goes back up for causing virus. It looks like it's gonna put down a 4th as well. The layer is now complete at the natural. And the creep spread is continuing to be very good, but that warp prism micro in the middle is going to be able to push back those Zerglings, and then he's going to be able to just knock out all this creep spread, which is exactly what this opening is good for. Is even if all you do is kill some Zerglings and get the creep spread, that's what those Archons are for. So they're going to get back up here in the main now, it looks like. Just force all the lings in the main at the very least.
Yep.
And then go back out to clear some more creep. So Protoss now on 3 bases. It was looking really good. It's got collapsed out a large army of mortal and stock.
Wow, impressive Archon drop micro there with the Warp Prism.
Yeah,
killing
he's been
all
doing
those
a really
lings.
good job. He's definitely doing a good job getting tons of value out of those Archons in that wood.
Mm-hmm.
those Archons, which of course earlier had been Dark Templars, taking out the layer.
And back home, he's just massing a huge death ball. He's got 2 Colossus, bunch of Stalkers, couple of Mortals, just massing up while doing this harass with the Archons.
Yeah, I definitely like this position for Nexa. I believe this is this is
Yeah,
Nexa.
Nexa, yep. Killing creep. So Zerg's got a number of Hydras out now. I mean, I wonder if he has scouted the Colossus at all,
Yeah, I
because
don't think
Hydras
he.
aren't the
I don't
best.
definitely. I don't think he knows what kind of army to expect from Nexa, but he's about to find out right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
He sees that this army is way too big for his army to handle.
yep.
And now those Archons are just going to be able to. Oh wow, he's just going to use that Warp Prism, warp in a whole bunch of Adepts,
Mm-hmm.
probably drop off. And this is exactly what you need to do with these Archons: is save them if you can, and then drop them off, and then bring them at the front of your army and have them soak up damage. He's continuing his Archon micro, which it definitely looks like those Lurkers are just they're too late. There's
Yeah.
even, I believe, an observer with the group, so good game is called, and next it brings it up to 5-4 in favor of Team Horizon.
Yep. Yeah, I apologize. I actually had the score wrong in the overlay, but it's actually 5-4 for Team Horizon. So they are on match point. We are down to our last player.
That guy that just tried to join, don't worry about it. He's a buddy. I just met him.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was helping him out earlier with Zerg, so. What is the Twitch?
It's Psionic Aftermath. Just our name, the clan name, twitch.tv/Psionic Aftermath. No underscores or anything like that. Alright, so our next player is going to be Wrench. I'm not sure what Wrench's main race is.
So this is game point for Team Horizon, I believe. Is that correct?
Yep, it's match point for them, yep. Looks like he's a Zerg player, but he's not answering right now. Let me try and just give us a moment here. He's AFK. Party invite is timing out. Okay, he's in. Just gonna wait on Wrench to pick a map.
All right, man. We're gonna have Wrench do it. Wrench, do it. Post. All right, picking the map now. Looks
Yeah.
like it looks like Newkirk. Overgrowth or Newkirk? Newkirk. Here's what he wants.
Okay. Alright. We are ready. We are good to go. Looks like it's going to be another ZVP. The only thing we've been seeing tonight. So let's see. We have 10 matches so far, and like 9 of them have been PVZ. No, 8. 8 PVZs, 1
Yeah.
ZVT, and 1 ZVZ.
Yeah, is it no TVTs tonight?
Yeah, it's surprising since Terran's doing so well. I mean, all I get on the ladder is TVT right now.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, so starting the game off in the bottom left corner, bringing it out for Team Psionic Aftermath, our final player of the evening. This is the Diamond Blue Zerg Wrench.
And in the bottom right side, we have the red Protoss from Team Horizon. His name is Nexa.
All right, and Wrench is now the Great Hope. So we will definitely have all eyes on the Great Hope this evening, and hope that he will defend the honor of the clan single-handedly.
Yeah, He's got a lot on his plate, man. Master one opponent, not an easy feat. Basically GM.
Yeah, he is a former GM. I did look into
Yeah,
2015. He was a
ex-GM.
master.
Yeah.
But that's no excuse, you know. Team Psionic Aftermath should be able to overcome any and all obstacles. Wrench is no exception. So he's going to put down that spawning pool. And looks like we got full gas going on for Wrench right away. On the other side of the map, Nexus is going to go ahead and just put down a Nexus at his natural. And cybernetic score going to be going down.
Looks like he's going for some like weird specific build because he left one drone on gas. This must be like some weird type of like timing.
Yeah, I wonder. That is definitely an interesting thing. He's got both hatcheries producing that first queen, which is very normal.
Yeah.
The speed about halfway done, and looks like we might have a third hatchery going down now. There it goes. So warp gate about a quarter of the way done. Double gateway going down now. Looks like this will definitely be some warp play. Probably a ground army. Probably similar composition to what we've already seen coming out of him. And finishing up that wall there just to make sure there's no speed lane run by shenanigans.
Yeah. It's not a complete wall off. He has a little hole there with an adept, so it's important to note. Speedling, the upgrade for the speedlings are just finished. Taking his third.
All right, double Stargate going down for next up, and right behind his base. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
tons of Sling are just gonna come right up. Notice that there's nothing there. He's gonna leave a Ling there just to scout at the natural third. Next up, he's gonna notice that it is completely walled off. There's no way to get in there, so he's gonna go ahead and retreat back. You know, next is warping in a couple stalkers. I'm not really too sure what that's about, but oh, there it is, just to get rid of that overlord that's about to scout the Stargate. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and get that overlord before it does scout the Stargate.
Mm-hmm. So he won't know about the Stargates.
Yeah, and
Going Phoenix.
regardless, he is going.
Oh no, Oracles. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's putting down those blind spores.
Oh yeah, the blind spores. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the Zerglin's just checking for a third. Notices that there is no third out. He's going to go ahead, Wrench that is going to go ahead and his fourth. More Lings come across the map. Mothership Core comes out and starts harassing Ling. Those Lings are going to go look, not going to find one. Here comes the probe now. That probe's going to go ahead and just throw it on that Nexus and a pylon there in that natural third. And the Lings are now going to see that. They're going to just start working on it, of the pylons and the Nexus, and then also nailing that probe. So That was a good pickup for Wrench, who has 63 drones to the 45 probe count
Yeah.
of Nexa, who is also heading across with 6 oracles to Berserk's side of
Holy crap, dude. This is like 6 oracles can do a crap load of damage. I mean, he's only got 1 queen and a spore. He's going to be able to just focus all this down. I mean, he has a hydrogen out, so he can get some hydras out. That's good, I guess. He has a couple out, but they just go down immediately.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that this is not a good position for Wrench at all.
This is that cheesy Protoss strat I've been waiting for all night.
Yeah,
I've been wanting some Protoss cheese. The cheese of the night, man.
The cheese of the night, and you're definitely getting what you asked for.
Yeah.
Evening up the worker count now is Nexa.
It was completely unscouted too.
Yeah, it was a completely unscouted cheese. So, and he is going to notice that 4th base is up. It looks like, so he's going to see that there random Hydralisk is coming from that 4th base position.
Oh right, he's going to see that. Yeah. He's going to notice it.
Zerglings are checking out, scouting out, noticing that there is still not a 3rd down yet for Nexa, but he's going to push out now with some Adepts and Stalkers, and with those Oracles, it looks like he's ready to just... he's either going to be ready to push, or he's definitely going to take out all these Zerglings if those Zerglings go over there, for sure.
Yeah, he turns
he's
back.
still going
with the Oracles, yeah. I mean, it's not too bad of a choice, because even versus Hydras, Oracles will kill Hydras super fast. Because Hydras are a light unit. So, I mean, with enough of them, it could do the damage. I think the Protoss was expecting some sort of cheese. Like, he looks like he's playing super defensive and super safe. He's taking his 3rd so late. But in turn, Zerg actually just went for a super macro game, actually taking his 4th so fast and droning up really hard. Because he's way ahead on workers. He's over 20 yet.
The Oracles are definitely...
Oh my god, there's so much damage here.
Those Hydras are definitely melting. And,
yeah.
and with all the circles gone, that's just not a good place to be.
Yeah. So Zerg might be ahead.
Hydras, Zerg has the worker count, but it's not going to matter.
Right.
Because the Hydra adept strategy looks like it will probably be enough to finish and end the game right any moment now.
I mean, I don't know if he can. The Oracles are out of energy now, so if he can somehow clean up the Adepts, he'll be okay. But
yeah, fortunately, he's broke. He's transferring. Yeah, he's transferring workers, but it's just not going to be enough. So he's going to get game out.
Wow.
And it looks like Nex is going to be able to finish the game off for our opponent team Horizon, and we are going to go to a 6-4 final score.
Yep. Wow, very impressive play from the Protoss. Very crazy cheese. I've never seen that before. It's completely unscouted mass Oracle. I've seen it like in team games, but I've never seen it in like a 1v1 situation. I mean, I've seen like in team games where someone masses Oracles, but that's about it. That's crazy.
Very good. Well,
GG's.
Team Horizon again, yeah.
Well played.
Giving us a good matchup today.
Yeah, very nice clan war. Very entertaining match. Want to thank everybody in the chat and everybody in the stream for watching. We have tons of clan wars this weekend. We have actually like 4 more clan wars. We've got 2 tomorrow and 2 Sunday, and then we also have a Wardy Team League match Sunday morning. So we're gonna have two clan wars tomorrow night, a Wardy Team League match Sunday like early afternoon, and then 2 more clan wars that night. And we'll be streaming all those on this channel. So please leave a follow, tune in for more action during the weekend. And we have multiple clan wars a week, and tons of stuff going on. So yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching again, and we'll see you tomorrow. The next Clan War is going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. So tune in at that time to see us go live again.
Definitely, yeah. Aloha, everybody. Thank you.
GG's. Bye bye.